Today my discussing topic is about battery bank. You are seeing the battery bank. Two battery banks are being used in a substation because one battery bank is not sufficient for catering the load. If any problem inside the battery bank, then you have to immediately switch over the supply, DC supply, from battery bank 1 to battery bank 2. So the battery bank is very important. Here you are seeing the battery bank of VRLA battery bank. Nowadays the VRLA battery bank are being used. So what is the function of the VRLA and what is the full form of the VRLA? So the VRLA full form is valve regulated lead acid. It is the valve regulated. Suppose this is the battery cell 3, 2, this is the 1. Here the negative terminal is present, and in the last battery, the battery number is 107. From here you can gather knowledge that one battery bank is consisting of 107 number of battery cell. This is the single cell, positive negative. This is also positive negative, positive negative. Accordingly, this link rod is connected between two cell, negative to positive, negative to positive. Here, negative to positive. Accordingly, the positive terminal is just outing from the 107 cell. So all day or every day we are taking the battery voltage during the on-load conditions. These two battery cells are carrying approximately 14 ampere or 20 ampere load as per the load requirement of your substation, of your power plant. So these battery bank are segregated way we are using this battery bank. Suppose I have to take this battery bank shut down for some internal maintenance purpose. Then all the loads to be just shifted to the battery bank 2. This is the battery bank 1 and this is the battery bank 2. So the capacity of this battery bank is 400 ampere hour. Individual battery bank. This battery bank has a 400 ampere hour and this battery bank also has a 400 ampere hour. So if we are required in necessary weekly, monthly, half yearly, annually, as per the maintenance schedules of the concerned company, you have to check the battery cell. Regularly or every day we are checking the battery voltage from the maintenance, from the operation respect, and also we are taking this voltage or taking the internal resistance of this battery bank. When? It may be half yearly, it may be monthly. Because when manufacturers giving the battery cell, this is a battery cell, this is a battery cell, this is also a battery cell, this is a battery cell. 107 numbers of battery cell containing one battery bank. So this internal resistance is very important for the individual cell, because this positive terminal and this negative terminal containing a battery cell of 2 volt. This 2 volt into 107, you are getting 240 volt for 220 volt DC system. For 110 volt DC systems, you have accordingly cell will be 60 numbers. But for 220 volt DC system, 107 VRLA cell is required. These individual cells are required. So what is, as per our maintenance point of view or as per our daily routine basis, we have to just check the resistance of the battery. It's very important. We are taking the voltage of the battery, so also we have to take the internal resistance of the battery. So the battery health checkup monitor is nowadays manufactured to identify the deteriorations of the internal resistance of the battery cell. So what is the internal resistance of the battery cell? This anode and cathode, these two terminal, anode and cathode, we know that anode and cathode, in between this anode and cathode some resistance are present. What is this resistance? During the manufacturing, manufacturers can give you this data. If your manufacturers are giving you this data that the internal resistance are present in between these two terminal and this specified internal resistance are deteriorating, that means the battery condition, battery cell of these batteries conditions are deteriorating. So if the resistance will be increased, then the heating will be increased. If the heating will be increased, the battery may be punctured or the battery may be damaged. So this internal resistance can be measured by in the scale of milliohm range. So we have to do the milliohm ammeter to measure the internal resistance of individual cell. We do the capacity test of the battery bank. What is this capacity test? We are just switching off the battery charger supply voltage, and when the battery charger supply voltage is stopped, the total load of this bank will be drained from this battery bank, and then you can just measure the cell voltage. Whichever the cell voltage will be below 1.85 or below 1.63, as like as this battery is in deterioration condition or in a danger condition. You have to quickly change this battery cell. If you cannot change this battery cell can be this, as like as this jelly is just outing from here. Why? Because the resistance of this cell has been increased. So we can just bypass this cell, and from this negative terminal we are connecting the positive terminal, a wire. After consulting or in presence of the OEM, mane this battery manufacturer's presence, original equipment manufacturer's presence, we are sorting this and and accordingly the manufacturers of the Decem engineering battery chargers just setting the voltage of the battery charger output. That's why the systems is in a stable condition. So what is the maintenance of the battery bank? Battery bank maintenance is you have to clean the drit or deposit of dust, you have to clean accordingly, and also you have to check the cell voltage on load or off load in a capacity test mode, or also you have to just check the internal resistance. If you check the internal resistance, you can easily identify that which cell is heating. Those internal resistance will be high, that cell will give you the low voltage during the capacity test. So this is very important. Nowadays different types of manufacturers are manufacturing the battery health monitor analysis kits, and by help of this analysis kit you can identify and sort out the exact defected battery cell and just bypass the battery cell for the healthiness of the battery chargers. If one cell is in danger conditions, then all the cell will be affected during. Due to that, all the cells can be affected. So you have to identify the cell and bypass or replace the cell accordingly. So this is very, very important for the battery bank or battery cell. So friend, today's topic is about battery bank. So if you interested, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updated technical knowledge. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you very, very much.